When doing any self-defense technique, effectiveness and reaction time are the most important things to have. Please remember, these are a default set of self-defense. You could change them for your body type or techniques that feel more comfortable for you. When doing our knife defense techniques, there's a different stance that we use. Our normal guard stance is left leg in front, hands open and forward. To block the inside of the wrist a little bit better when doing our knife defense, we're going to turn our palms in towards us. So we're going to try to keep our vitals, our wrist, our stomach, our throat, the inside of our legs, away from the knife at all times. Also, when doing knife defense, remember that we need to defend as effectively as possible, but at the end of each technique, we must have control of the knife and control of our opponent. Our first attack is going to be our straight stab. Remember, when doing this, body square, hands are up, but our palms are going to be facing in. The stab is going to be coming in right over top of our belt knot, so a little bit lower on the stomach. As the stab comes in, we're going to push our butt back and slide our feet as much as possible to make sure that knife doesn't get to our stomach. At the same time, we're going to shoot an X block down over top of our opponent's wrist. Most attacks are going to come off of the right hand. If it comes off the left, we'll switch this up. But for this one, it's a right-handed stab, so my right hand is going to be on the top. And we're going to need that later when turning into our armbar. So now our partner steps in with the stab, butt goes back, and X block goes. Watch it again a little faster. Butt back and block. From here, we're going to start to turn our partner to the left, get control of their wrist and their hand, step right into our armbar. Keeping our grips as tight as we can, keeping our body nice and close. Notice his arm is extended out to the side. That's the way we're going to pull him. So we're going to start to pull down, apply pressure on the back of the elbow the whole time, walk him out, drop the knee right on the arm, and take the knife away from the handle. This next attack is our back slice or our back stab. So coming either from this direction or turning the knife and coming in with the stab. Most of the time this is coming off of the outside-inside slice that misses because my opponent backs up and then I'm coming in for that second attack. So when the back slice or stab does come in, again, knife defense stance, body square, palms facing in. As it comes in, I'm going to step to the outside of it, block at the wrist and block at the elbow, and very quickly move into my grip. So again, as the attack comes in, outside, block and grab. After I make this grab, I'm going to step forward, apply pressure with my arm bar, and then just like the front stab, I'm going to pull him in the exact same direction that his arm is facing. So I'm going to step while applying pressure, pull him down, put the knee on the arm, and take the knife away. Our next technique is called the upward slice. Blade's going to be facing up, and we're going to slice up towards the inside of our partner's leg. As the attack comes in, we're going to remember our basics of keeping our body square and keeping our palms facing back in towards us. We're going to use the same defense as our straight stab. So as it comes in, butt goes back, and we're going to X block. Right hand is over the top. We're going to take our hands, circle them over to the left, apply our arm bar, pull our partner down to the ground, knee on the arm, and take the knife away. Our next technique is called the inward stab or inward slice. So we're going to hold the knife and come in with our stab, or we're going to bring it the other way and come in with our slice. This technique is coming in a circular fashion. It's looping from the outside inside. So we're going to do the same. Think about finishing a circle. He's coming this direction. I'm going to go the opposite. So again, just as the knife comes in, here's my movement, which is also a very good drill just to work this. Now we're starting the same way with our palms in. Our left hand is going to block right at our partner's wrist, and we're going to very quickly go into a grab as tight as possible. Our right hand is going to strike, whether it be a palm or an uppercut or an elbow smash. So as the strike comes in, block and hit, and I'm grabbing. I have a nice tight grip on this wrist. From here, I'm going to turn my chest towards my opponent while bringing their hand back towards their ear. My right hand is going to scoop all the way under. So my arm is going to hit my opponent's arm, and my hand's going to come up, and we're going to grab both with both hands. So we have two hands just on our partner's arm. So again, we came from our strike. We're going to swing up, turn towards our partner, grab the wrist with both, and lock our elbow in nice and tight. After we make this grip, we're going to take a nice big step, pull our partner's elbow up towards their head, take them down to the ground, re-grip, apply pressure on the elbow, and take the knife away. From a different angle. As the strike is coming in, I'm finishing that circle that he started. I'm blocking at the wrist, grabbing the wrist, and executing my strike. Strike and grab. After here, arms coming up under. This hand's gonna come back towards my partner's head. I'm gonna grab, tuck my elbow, and turn my body. So all together, from our strike, we're coming up and twisting. This elbow being tucked in is very important. From here, I'm gonna step, take my partner down. I'm letting go of my left, and with my right, I'm gonna pull my opponent's hand and push on the elbow. Knee's gonna go on the elbow, knife's gonna end up back in my hand. This next technique is called the rear hostage. As we come up behind our partner, we're gonna put our hand on the shoulder, bring the arm around the neck, and place the knife right on the side of our opponent's neck. As this is applied, hands are going up right away. What this does is it shows defense, but it also gets our hands a lot closer to where they need to be. First thing we need to do is get that knife off of our neck as quickly as possible. Hand's gonna come to the wrist. We're gonna pull that elbow down and lock it in towards our chest as quick as we possibly can. So again, from here, we're gonna lock. After this is locked in, right hand's gonna go up towards the sky and my butt's gonna go to the side. What this does is start to lift my attacker's elbow up, gets my butt to the side, and starts to give me my escape. I'm gonna keep this arm as tight as possible as I step back with the left, slide my head under. I'm gonna grab behind the neck and force that arm right behind my partner's back. Switch a knee if you like, and then get control of the knife. Again, knife's on the neck. This is all step work, but when done properly, all these steps have to be done at exactly the same time. So as the knife goes to the neck, the hands are going up, and we're going 1, 2, and 3, all at the same time. Once this is locked and controlled, then we can slide our way out and do our defense. Straight stab. Back slice. Up slice. Inward stab. Rear hostage.